Hello everyone, good morning to all of you.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. One thing, meanwhile, before we start, if you can do that. So what we had is we had technical issue here, like when we had in taking the class in different team, right? So now we are taking in separate entity. So what you do is once again, if you have the scripts with you, right, soft copy of that PDF files, your first IA copies of PDF, you once again upload it. That's what I have given the assignment to you. Okay, by today end of the day you can do it. When you complete that, I'll once again enter the marks here in this group itself, so that you all can view it here only. Is that clear to you? Am I clear to you? Just re-upload the first IA answer scripts
Yes,
in
sir.
this team also. That's all. And parallelly, by end of the day, I'll complete the allocation of the marks so that you can view your marks here itself. Okay, so that's why I've done that here. So another 1 or 2 minutes will begin. So meanwhile, you can just brush up what is that we discussed on addition of autocorrelation or addition of the random process, how to do that. Okay, so let us check here. It's not getting loaded. Just once again, I'll re-upload this. So I'm directly presenting from the uh, notes here what I uploaded in your file section. You can download that and you can use it. So, so this is what we are trying to see today. You can see this. So this is what we are trying to see. Today's class, we are trying to see the addition and multiplication of correlation functions is what we are going to see now, and followed by the ergodic process. So until here we can complete it today. The next class we will begin the power spectral densities. Okay. So once we finish the class today, you get some time, right? 2 3 minutes. That time you please upload the first IA answer scripts again. Okay. Don't think that we'll evaluate once again and add the questions and all. Whatever you submitted, you please submit again. So same marks will reflect in this team also. Okay. Yeah, fine. So let us begin now. We are good to go. Addition of a random process. Yeah, around 40 people are there. We can begin now. Yeah. So we are trying to do the addition. So addition means we know it. It's an summation or adding of it. So let us say we are going to add x and y, right? As it is an random process, we denote that as x of t, and for y we denote by y of t. So what can we name this? This they have named as w of t. Okay, is this equation clear to all of you? It's very simple and straightforward equation. So let this be equation number 1. So w of t equals to x of t plus y of t. Now, usually we are trying to do the autocorrelation function, or let us say cross correlation function. Let us say autocorrelation function we are trying to do for x of t, if you want to do it for this. Now here we want to do it for w of t. Okay, when you are doing for x of t, what you are going to write? You are going to write the expectation of what you are going to write, x of t into x of t plus the time difference, the tau we are going to write. So this is the expression for autocorrelation of x of t. So similarly, if you want to write for w of t, what do you write? W of t will be equals to what? Just replace this same expectation and same braces here. X instead of x, you are going to write with w. So w of t, and into this x instead of that, you are going to write w of t plus tau. Is that correct? So any doubts in these expressions? So based on that, if you want to write, so just look at the nodes once here. Yeah, you can see this here. Consider the addition of two independent jointly wise and stationary random variables x of t and y of t. We have taken two random variables or random process x of t and y of t. When you're doing the addition of that, we are calling it as w of some random variable. X, y are some random process and w of t is also a random process. Okay. So no need to take only w. You can take any other variable, but the standard notation they are using w from years. We are following that. Okay. So that's also a random expression, random process. So W you can use, V you can use, whatever you want you can use, but here they use W. Okay. Now we know that RW of tau, RW of tau. So this one is your RW of tau. For this corresponding x of t, we are going to take Rx of tau, right? So this one, and for this corresponding W of W, RW of tau. So this is the expression what we got. Okay, so this expression first one is clear, right? We have already discussed it in the previous class. So once again we are trying to look at it. Okay, now so RW of tau equals to expectation of W of t into W of t plus tau. So based on that property, what we are trying to do, R W of tau, what we are trying to write, what is that? Expectation of W of t into W of t plus tau. So this is what we wrote. Now from here what we can understand, what we do, what can we write it actually. So we know that this W of t, okay, so this W of t is x of t and y of t. And what about this W of t plus tau? What will happen for this? X of t plus tau plus y of t plus tau, correct? So based on that, we'll do the derivation or the proof for this. So R W of tau will be equals to, just replace this W of t here what we have, right? So this W of t by this expression first one, and this W of t plus tau by second expression, you replace that values. You're going to get first one x of t plus y of t. Agreed? Into or plus here? Into or plus? What to write here? You're hearing? You're listening to me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is that here into or plus?
Into, sir.
Same as this, right? So I didn't put
Yes,
anything,
sir.
so it's understood. So this expression is looking like this. It is like expectation of, let us say, a plus b, this one part, into here it is c plus b. So this way it is, where a value is what? It is x of t, and what about b value is looking like y of t, right? C is like t plus tau for x, and d is like for y it is t plus tau. So as per this it is there, right? So if you want to expand this or if you want to do further, you can write like this: AC plus AD plus BC plus BD. Is that okay? Every one of you, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So based on that, you can see this here. We're going to write one expressions here. I'll write once again here based on that. Yeah. Now you check here. So this we are referring like, let us say 1 second. So here, okay. So we are trying to look this part as A for reference, this part as B for reference, and this is C for reference, and this is D for reference, right? Okay, we'll go forward. R W of tau will get as expectation of x of t, or to write x of t into x of t plus tau. Can someone tell me that what is that we are going to write here? This is one expression, right? And then plus x of t into y of t plus tau is one expression. Okay, along with this plus y of t into what to write? X of t plus tau, right? This one corresponding expression plus y of t into y of t plus tau. Is that okay? And close the complete braces. So this is like, this one is acting like your a into c, and this is going to act like a into d, right? For reference, I am just writing a and d, no need to write. If you know that, no need to write it here. For someone who is not understanding it, so to make it simple, I am writing here. Okay, b into d. I hope it is clear for you all how we wrote this expansion. Any doubts in this? Hope you are clear. Okay, so now what to do now? We came to the conclusion, almost we are completed. What is this then? Okay, you see this one here, this corresponding expression, this complete corresponding expression is looking like what? X of t into x of t plus tau. It's looking like r x of tau, correct? And this one is looking like this expression r y of tau, correct? What about this one then? First is x, right? So r x first here, and then y of tau. And what about this expression? R y x of tau. So can we write now the expression r w of tau as what to write? Expectation of, what to write? Expectation of. So it's understood. Okay, let us say this one r x of tau, okay, plus here r x y of tau plus r yx of tau. Okay, actually there is one thing, one flaw here. I'll just correct it. So you can write straight away. No need to write expectation. I'll tell you why. Okay, yeah. Plus r y of tau, which means we need to expand the expression expectation. So let us say, since we know this, one second, I'll erase this one here. Hope you are understanding it. It's very simple and easy. One second here. So we are good to go now. Right, you just understand here. So this r x of tau, which is expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. If you replace this by y, r y of tau equals to expectation of y of t into y of t plus tau, right? Similarly, if you want to write r x y of tau, if you want to write this expression, this is equals to, first is x, right? Second is y. So expectation of x of t into y of t plus tau, right? Similarly, r yx of tau, if you want to write this one, it is expectation of y of t into x of t plus tau, correct? So the expectation of this function itself is this. So that's why we don't write again expectation. Okay, is this clear, the expression? So this is the final expression for addition. You're understanding it? If you want to add the numbers, you need to do like this. Okay, now, so let us see that clearly once again. I'll clear this off. Yeah. So now what we got finally, r w of tau we got. How we got this tau? This is tau actually. Tau when writing, you should write like this tau, or you should write like this. Okay, this we call it as tau. right? So based on that I'm writing here. So Rw of tau is given by Rx of tau plus Ry of tau plus Rxy of tau plus what? What is the last expression? Ryx of tau. Is that clear? Now in this case, if this condition is going to appear only when if x of t, okay, and correspondingly y of t are independent in nature. So these two are independent in nature, we are going to get it. Okay. Now this is this one you got it for what? Using definitions of autocorrelation and cross correlation, we got this addition. Using definitions of autocorrelation and cross correlation, we got this. Okay, and we know that one more expression here. So we can simplify this further. Okay, how to simplify this further? I'll just show you here. Now, you just understand carefully. We know that in cross correlation, we know that in this cross correlation what we have achieved, the Cxy of tau is equals to 0. Okay, as it is 0, Cxy of tau it is equals to 0. What we get here is this Rxy of tau, which is equals to Ryx of tau, and which these two are equals to nothing but this is mu x into mu y. So this property we know it. Okay, what is this property? If you know, what is going to happen? So it's going to happen like this, like if x of t and y of t have mean 0, let us say if the expressions x of t and y of t have their mean value as 0, if this mean value is 0, right, which means what is going to happen? Rxy of tau equals to Ryx of tau equals to mu x into mu y, which is equals to 0 into 0 is equals to 0, because this value is the mean value, correct? The mean is 0, then these values are zeros. Finally, what will happen to this expression, what we wrote on the top of the sheet? So this corresponding value is going to 0, right? And this value is also going to 0. If these two are 0, then finally we will end up with Rw of tau is simple as Rx of tau plus Ry of tau. So from this what we can say? Like W of t equals to x of t plus y of t. Okay, and then this corresponding thing will repeat in terms of autocorrelation or cross correlation. Whatever if you do the addition of this, so this will come like this. Simple. Correct, provided if the mean value of them is 0. If the mean value of them is not 0, then this will apply. If the mean value is 0, this will come. Are you understanding this? You can see this here. That's what we mentioned here. If this corresponding value it is 0, if this value is 0, then this complete values of this one and this one, these both will become 0. Then we'll end up with x of tau and y of tau. So x of tau and y of tau. So simple as that. Am I clear to you all? It's very simple concept and easy concept. Hello? Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Are you following it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. So next is you can take a sheet of paper and try this one. So you did for plus here actually. In this case, what we did, w of t equals to x of t plus y of t we wrote. What we are doing now here, I have just replaced this expression like this. So I think this is done. I'll clear this off instead of moving down. Yeah. So just before what we have did, w of t is an expression what we have taken for x of t, right, plus y of t is what just now we did. Now I'm asking you just to replace this plus by the symbol into. Into means it's your multiplication, right? Now what will happen? Let us see and watch and understand. Now the mean value of w of t is expectation of w of t. So this is going to be expectation of x of t into y of t. We know that. Correct? If it is into, then it's going to be expectation of x of t into y of t. Because this w of t is what? W of t is x of t into y of t. We replace that value. So based on that, the mean of this mu w will come as mean of x into mean of w. Actually is y, I think, right? It's not w. It should be y. Right? This value is a mistake there. It's not w, I think it's y. Because we can split this expectation of x into expectation of y. That will be expectation of x is mu x, expectation of y is so mu y. So this should be y here. Please correct that. Okay. So that's how the mean value of the multiplication, you got it? Are you following it or not? You got the mean value? Correct? Now, if you know this formula, variance formula, right? If you want to know this, just go to module 1 and just check there how to find out the variance. Sigma w square is like we get expectation of w of t minus its variance, its mean value. So this sigma w square, so mean value we understood it. So mean value is what? Expectation of w of t. If you want to find, that is going to be expectation of x of t into y of t. Okay, it's like expectation of x of t, okay, into expectation of y of t. So we know that expectation of x of t is what? Mu x, and expectation of y of t is mu y. So based on that, expectation of this one, expectation of w of t is also like you can write as mu w. So finally mu w equals to mu y into mu x. We got this. So with this we can able to find the mean of it in case of multiplication. How to find the variance or standard deviation of it? So this sigma w square is your standard deviation. Correct? If you write only sigma, this is your variance. Okay. So standard deviation of this, let us say sigma x square, if you are trying to find, how we are going to write? Expectation of x of t minus mu x is what we are going to write. So this is what the formula. Now where x place we have w, right? So w of t is what? X of t into y of t. So we should replace these values of this based on standard formula. This standard formula what we know. So based on this, sigma w square is equals to expectation of actually w, right? So w of t is what? W of t also we can write, or we can write x of t into y of t, or you can also write instead of the w of t only, minus mu x into mu y. Okay, or else I'll write one more way here. Just to look here is expectation of x. I'll remove here, x I'll remove here, x I'll remove here. What to write here? I'll just show you. So expect sigma w square equals to w of t into mu w. Okay. So what is this now? What is this expression for this mu w of t? X of t into y of t. Correct. And what about this expression? It is mu x, mu w. So we know that mu w equals to what? Mu x into mu y. So based on that, can we write this formula like this? Is that clear? So that's what we wrote here. It's understood, that's why we wrote like that. Okay, if you are writing each and every step again in the notes like this explanation, so it's like it's too much fundamental it will become. So you should know this is a prerequisite. right? So this is what you have known already. That's what we have written directly like this in their notes. So this point, if you want, you can note down there after taking a printout of it. Are you following it? What I am trying to say to you? If you have a doubt, you please ask me. I'll repeat it now. It's very simple. If you listen now, things will be very simple initially, right? If you neglect it now initially, it may become complicated further later. Okay. So actually whole square also is there here, right? Whole square is there here. Sorry, I forgot here. Whole square is there. Okay. Now how it is looking like? Can anyone tell me? How to do whole square?
A minus B.
Exactly. So this is A, this is B, right? Exactly. So this one is correspondingly it is A, and this is minus, this is B whole square. So what can we write? Standard formula, you know, right? I don't know. You tell me. What is A square plus or minus? What to write? What is formula for A minus B whole square? Is it correct? So as per that, you check this. A square. A square is x of t, y of t, x of t, x square of t, y square of t. A square we wrote. Okay. Plus b square. So b square is mu x and mu y. Mu x square, mu y square. We wrote it. And minus 2ab. Minus 2 a b. But they wrote like this. This is a and this is let us say they have separated the expectation here. Okay, because expectation of mu we don't have anything like that. Directly we'll get that because that itself is expectation. Okay, and these are the constant values. That's why they are directly we wrote. There is no x and y, right? So we wrote like that directly. And now this also that doesn't apply for expectation. So expectation will apply for x and t y. So that's why expectation of x of t into y of t we wrote. Anything wrong in this? Is that correct? This statement? Everything is fine here. Now you split up the expectations further. Expectation of x square of t we split it up here because into we have, so we are splitting it off expectation of y square of t. That is clear. Now here mu x square mu y square, same I am writing mu x square mu y square minus, so what is expectation of x of t? I'll write one more step here. Please follow this. So minus 2 mu x mu y, so it is acting like a, right, into b. If you get b, so what is b here? B here is expectation of what? Tell me. X of t into y of t. Okay, I'll take only b and I'll show you how we got it. Expectation of x of t, sorry, x of t into, right, into expectation of y of t. Okay, expectation of x of t is what? X of t is mu x. Expectation of y of t is what? Mu y. So what can I write now this expression? Minus 2 mu x mu y into mu x mu y. Then what it will become? Minus, it will become what? Minus 2 mu x square mu y square. Agreed? Look at this here. Okay, so this is, I am doing only for this one, minus 2ab. Okay, this expectation of x of t here, this part, expectation of x of t here is mu x. Expectation of y of t is mu y. That's why we got this expression 2 mu x square mu y square. So we have 1 already here, minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So minus 1 we got here. So any doubts in this? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, so we know that expectation of x square will be sigma x square plus mu x square. This expression. Similarly, Expectation of y square is sigma y square plus mu y square. This expressions we know it. Okay, so everything we are trying to bring it in terms of sigma and mu and that form. So let us try to do it. So this one is expectation of x square plus mu x square. This one I wrote it here for expectation of x square. This one. So this completely I have replaced with this expect sigma x square plus mu x square. Similarly, y square of t we replace with sigma y square plus mu y square. Okay, and minus mu x square and mu y square as it is. Simple step, no doubt in that and no confusion. It is clear. Okay, so that's what is the final step what we got for sigma w square. All right, is that clear till there? Hello, is that clear till there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, so let us do the autocorrelation function. So we know that autocorrelation function, how to write autocorrelation function, which is very simple autocorrelation function if you are writing. So any autocorrelation function when you are writing, let us say you are writing for Rx of t, it is going to be equals to what? Expectation of, sorry, let us say we take t or we take it or whatever, okay. Expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. So this is what we are going to write. Okay. Now similarly, we are writing for Rw of t. Let us say Rw of t, Rw of tau. If you are writing for, it will become expectation of W of t into W of t plus tau. So this is what will happen. Now we are writing for W of t. What is W of t actually? W of t is x of t into y of t. Then replace that and what will happen? This one, the same expression Rw of tau will become like this, right? Expectation of x of t into y of t, because this complete expression is this one only. Okay, into what will happen? Tell me. X of t plus tau into y of t plus tau. Correct? So this corresponding expression is this one only. That's what we wrote here. Rw of tau equals to expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau into y of t plus tau. You understood this? If you have a doubt, you please ask me. Hello. Only Sai Smaran you are answering, others I am not getting any reply from others. So whether this is clear or not, if it is clear, you can easily write it in exam or anywhere, autocorrelation if they give or cross correlation if they give, you can play with it. That easy it is.
It's clear, sir.
Yeah, now you check this one here. Next step you check it. Now it's all into, right? It's like this it is. I'll just show you. It's all into. Let us say A into B into C into D will be equals to A into C again B into D. Is that okay? If I separate it, that's what we did here. You check it once. So what we did multiplication we did separately. X parameters we wrote together. X of t into x of t plus tau. Here and here and x here we have taken. Similarly, y of t into y of t plus tau we have taken. Now we know that what is this expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau? Autocorrelation function expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau is, what is this? That's what we wrote here. This one. Right? Similarly, ry of tau equals to expectation of what? Y of t into y of t plus tau. That's what we wrote next. This one, expectation of y of t into y of t plus tau is ry of tau. So final conclusion is what? Autocorrelation function for multiplication of random process is equal to multiplication of autocorrelation. So finally, what is the conclusion of today's class? What is that observations what we have drawn is like Rw of tau. If we are trying to write, that is equals to Rx of tau into Ry of tau. We are trying to draw the multiplication of it. So Rw of tau equals to Rx of tau into Ry of tau. Okay. So multiplication and the same. See, once you understand this multiplication and addition, same thing will come again in power spectral density. Same, no change in it. Right. Now this example you can go through it. Example problems I will discuss at the end. You please go through the example. You'll understand something from this, and let us discuss this example later. We have one more concept to discuss today, which is ergodic random process. I'll just tell you the concept. Listen carefully. Everyone, please wake up and listen carefully. The ergodic process. So what they're trying to do here, I'll just tell you. Listen carefully. So we have a set of things happening, right? Which means today something is happening, tomorrow something is happening. Like every moment at the corresponding time, some random things are happening. We don't know what is happening. So this completely all these things that happening at different times are random process. They're happening randomly. So what we are trying to do here is I'll try to find out what is happening in this event, what is happening here, what is happening here, what is happening here. Let us say this, what is happening here is S1, what is happening is S2, what is happening is S3 and S4. Like this, how many it can happen? Up to Sn it can happen up to. Which means there are some of the events of S1 plus some of the events of S2 plus some of the events of S3 plus some of the events of S4 plus on up to Sn, which means we are trying to do the summation of that Si, where the I value equals to 0 to n, right? And you want to try the average of it, so it will become 1 by n of it, correct? Because divided by n, we'll get the average. So that's what this is acting like. This one is act like 1 by n into summation of I equals to 0 to n Si. Do you agree with me? Summation of that. Okay. So what is this ergodic process here is, see this one here, a random process is said to be ergodic if it is time averages with a sample function equals to ensemble averages. Time, listen carefully, time average with a sample function equals to ensemble average. So this one is ensemble average, x of t. This one here. This is your ensemble average down. And this is your time average. When you are trying to take the time average of it, what you do is you just simply find out in a simple manner. If you want to find out, what you will do, will I apply an integral over it? Will I apply at the time limit minus infinity to infinity x of t into dt, and you are trying to find it for 1 by n, let us say, or 1 by t you are trying to find, whatever, right? So that's what we are going to write. Limit t tends to infinity, where the value of t can be up to infinity, and we try to find out the things. Let us say this is the time. Let us say I'm taking the time here, capital T. That's why this t value is tending to infinity. We are taking time events here, and we are trying to find out each and every values of x of t here. So if you want to find out all these values, you need to integrate that from the limits. Let us say 0 to infinity, you should put 0 to infinity. The limits are somewhere from minus infinity here, and the limits will be minus infinity here. Okay, so it's like 1 by t, because the total number of events is t, integral minus infinity to infinity, what you have got, x of t into dt. So this what is your average. Okay, this should be equals to ensemble of average. So this what is ensemble average. This is your ensemble. First topic what we have seen, ensemble average. Okay, if these two are equal, then we can call the corresponding process an ergodic process. It's very simple. The ensemble averages are equals to time averages, then we can call it as an random process. Okay, This is very, very important concept, but too much is not there. Very simple things are there. Very simple. What they are trying to do here is, they, for example, before elections, they'll tell you the pre-poll, right? Before elections, they'll do the pre-poll and tell you that this party is going to win or this person will
Yes, sir.
have the edge, right? So this is the
Yes, sir.
concept. So this is the actual concept, which means they are collecting the samples here. They are collecting the samples here and they are adding all the samples. Let us say they'll give you this, but that sample should be a periodic samples. Let us say I cannot take someone who is in USA, USA I cannot take and tell me who is going to win in India. He may not be able to judge it properly. So I should take the samples from the corresponding sample set. If I take from that, I draw the samples from here, I can able to find this correct answers for X of t. Okay, if some other set of samples I am mixing into it, then it's called as biased samples. We should not do any biasing, right? If there is no biasing involved, then exactly the ensemble will match with the average of time. Okay, let us say who is in our state, let us say in Karnataka. If you take the samples, draw the samples out of it and tell who is going to win next match or next elections, we can able to tell that what is happening here. If I take some other state and they're going to give the feedback here, then these people will not vote. We cannot able to get that. Then it becomes biased. Okay. If until unless the biasing is involved, the ensemble averages we can do it. Okay. There's a magic actually, and ergodic process like a magic. How it happens, what it happens, it happens. It's like this it is, which means the complete average up to infinity if you take the values, which means you take more number of samples. See, what is that they're trying to do here? I'll just tell you. Okay. So here minus t by 2 to t by 2 they are given. Let us say you just understand this concept, you'll understand it. So usually, let us say how much the population of voters, let us say we have 2 crore voters are there in Karnataka. Let us assume, right? If you take all these 2 crore election voters minus 0 to infinity, then that's your election result. Correct? Now what I am doing, instead of taking 2 crore result here, what I am taking, I'll take one sample here, I'll take one sample here, I'll take one sample here, I'll take one sample here. I'll minimize the samples to 2 lakhs. So if you take the average out of it, it matched to 2 crores, close to that. Is it clear? Provided this signal is a periodic signal, or provided this is not a biased signal, and provided it is a deterministic signal. Then these properties are matching with this, then we can able to match this. That's what will happen with the ergodic process. That's what they are trying to say. The time averages will be the ensemble averages. So simple as that. Okay. Now, what is the autocorrelation function of it? Rx of tau is equals to, it is same x of t we have, it will be time difference. Autocorrelation always will be deferred by some time. Time x of t deferred by t plus tau. Similarly, x of t here is differencing by t plus tau. X of t into t plus tau. So simple as that. You got an idea what to do, how to do this one, ergodic process? So always, if you, how much better samples you take, it is close to the average value. Okay. As we are not taking too many samples, it is resembling like close it is actually theoretically, but it may vary slightly. But when you take all the samples, it is close. But still, we can able to find out the momentum. We can able to find out the game, or we can able to find out the mood of the audience or mood of the voters. Right? Something like that. So we'll see an example here in the next class. All examples, problems we'll do in the next class. So this what is from my side for the ergodic process. So you just go through this. How it is ergodic is what we are trying to say here. Okay, if that is matching with it, this one, if you try to check it out, if it is matching, we can say that it's an ergodic process, which means the ensemble average is matching with this. We can say it's an ergodic process. You can just look at this example. So next class we'll start with power spectral densities. Okay, just look at this problem, how we can say it's an ergodic process. Just this much is good enough. A very one thumb rule you should understand here is the ensemble average equals to time average. Then we can call it as an ergodic random process. It's a very important and it's a beautiful concept, but very simple it is. So just you try to understand by reading some more literatures and all, you'll come to know very easily. Right, with that note I'll end up for today, and just I'll show you how many of them have uploaded for the first IA. If you are not uploaded, you can please upload now so that I can check it here once and I will allocate the marks for you today. So that's it from today. Tomorrow we're going to discuss power spectral densities. So the notes is shared with you. So please, I request you all to read autocorrelation, cross correlation and ergodic process today itself. It's very simple concepts and easy concepts. Please read them and understand them. So this is what I have given here. Yeah. So first IA, 19 people have returned. Good. I'll return with the marks later. Okay. No need to upload the same copy what you have. You please upload. I think I have not given the marks. I'll edit that. I'll change it. I'll give the marks. If possible to give the marks. Right, 50 marks is for you.
Yes, sir. 50, sir.
So now I can get the marks. I'll put up the marks out of 50. How much you got? Okay. So thank you. Rohit has done. Chinmay has done. Kushala, Hamsa, Chandan, Layana, Deepthi, Kumar, Vignesh, Dhanushri, Smaran, Jason, Charan, Akshata, Ashita, Kalyan, Megha, Amrutavalli. These people have done, and Amrutavalli has done. Javeria Taj, you all please do it by today when you are free. Okay. Finding time now itself, you please do it. These people have not turned it at all. Please turn in, check it. So everything will be counted later. If some 1 or 2 marks you give, they give assignments or quiz. If they attended, you give 1 or 2 marks. If they tell, I may have to give 1 or 2 marks for those people who have turned in proper time. You don't know, right? Somewhere it may get weightage in your lab, or somewhere it may get weightage in your theory, or it may not come at all. We don't know. Correct. So please, so not turned in here. Ashok. These many people have not turned. Ashok, Satish. When you ask feedback, you'll not turn in. When you ask to give quiz, you'll not turn in. Class, you'll not turn in. Right? So it will become difficult for you later, okay, to do all of the things. But please turn in for the quiz. Yeah, that's it from my side for today. Any queries and questions? We'll have a separate session for queries and sessions, no issues. So exclusive session we'll have. You be prepared with all your doubts to shoot at me. So we'll have the discussion at that time. Right? So thank you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. You too, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you. So we leave the meeting. Thank you all. Thank you all. You may exit the meeting. See you in the next class.